Okay. Hey, what's happening, all my Dragonlings? I am the Dragon God of Gaming, Damian, and welcome back to another episode of the Gaming News. We're going to run down the list of all the gaming news, trivia, facts, rumors, and leaks coming out of the gaming industry this week. This week, we have some stuff from 2K being under fire for some of their worst business practices. Then we have some stuff on PS5's 665 gigabyte system limitation, and Sony addressing their PlayStation 5 features. Now, without further ado, let's get right into the news. First up, 2K Sports. 2K Sports have ran a lot of things, most notably the NBA 2K series. And with the upcoming NBA 2K21 and all eyes on their product, they messed up. This was written by Eurogame.net, and this was written by Wesley Yin-Poole. And it says, 2K under fire for adding unskippable in-game ads to the full-price NBA 2K21 a month after release. And it goes as followed. And this already does not sound good from any logical standpoint. 2K has come under fire from NBA 2K21 players for adding unskippable in-game adverts. As reported by Steve Ivor, what is called Steve Ivor, 2K recently added unskippable adverts into the full-price basketball Sims pre-game loading screens across all platforms. The video below from Steve Ivor shows an advert for Oculus Quest 2 attached to a pre-game video called My Team Season 2 Episode 7. The advert runs as the match is loading. You can see the loading progress in the bottom right-hand corner of the screen. It's worth noting you cannot edit your team lineup until the advert has run its course. Or according to Survivor, the experience is the same on PC, even when running from an SSD. The advert hits the game just over a month after launch on PC and current-gen consoles, and ahead of the planned PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X release. 2K pulled a similar trick with last year's game, a move that was similarly criticized by fans. And it rekindles memories of EA's insertion of in-game adverts into UFC 4, a move the publisher eventually reversed following a backlash. 2K has a bad reputation for the monetization of the NBA franchise. In August 2019, European video game age rating organization PEGI said it was very aware NBA 2K20 got too close for comfort to teaching players gambling after it received a complaint about a controversial casino trailer. 2K had released a trailer for NBA 2K20 on YouTube that highlighted casino-style elements in the game, such as a slot machine minigame and a Wheel of Fortune minigame. Commenting on the insertion of in-game adverts into NBA 2K21, Redditor RiddleGamer21 said, "I truly don't know what to do or say anymore. A monopoly for a single genre of video game, basketball. Honestly, I don't even think there is a way to make me want to play anymore, and that truly upsets and disappoints me. This infuriated me," added Pendrubear92. "I saw an ad for Oculus come up and was so dumbfounded. I just sat there. Why wouldn't you pay 70 quid for a game? Should you be subject to them making more money off of you when you paid for the final product? They're literally making money off of us after we paid them in full for the product. How is that okay?" It'll be interesting to see how this all works on the PS5 and Xbox Series X. Two consoles pitched as more or less eradicating loading times. Eurogamer has asked 2K for comment. Oh, great. And the funny thing is, that was actually the end. 2K never commented. If they did comment, I didn't see it. But hey. But yeah, that is unforgivable. Truly, truly unforgivable. If you pay for a product, you should not be handing that company more money for the product after it's finished. I understand that DLC and stuff is a thing, and yeah, that's fine. Some DLCs work the way they're supposed to work. But the whole problem is when you start putting ads into the game, which makes that company even more money because they cannot skip that ad. So they're making money off of you after you paid for your game. That's just ridiculous. 2K, chill. Please chill. Have some chill, because we've already paid you for your money. We already paid you for the game that you built. You do not need to get more money by putting in-game ads. There's no need. Anyway, on to from one company that needs to actually have an answer to one addressing an answer. PS5. PS5 is coming out very soon. It's very much nearing the date of the PS5, and believe me, a lot of people are waiting. I'm waiting an extra month or two, but that's okay, personally. But this is coming from essentiallysports.com. This is written by, I'm not even gonna try to pronounce your name, Shawatang Partharthi. If I screwed up your name, I am so sorry. Forgive me, but I do not know what is this name. And it says, Sony addresses concerns regarding PS5 feature. It says Sony recently rolled out the firmware update 8.00 to the PlayStation 4, which I've already downloaded. The update included a message about a voice chat feature coming to the PS5 that concerned a lot of players. It said the next-gen console users will have the ability to record their voice in the party chat. Therefore, after reading this, a lot of players were concerned about their privacy. They were unhappy, assuming that Sony itself would listen in on their conversations. However, the company responded saying that only PS5 players will have the ability to record, even though PlayStation did clarify in that front it wasn't enough to assure consumers. PlayStation has now released a detailed blog post regarding the feature. They have also tried to address the privacy concerns that arose after their previous announcements. They have promised users that the feature only aims to reduce cyberbullying and misconduct. Clarifying on the issue, PlayStation representative Catherine Jensen said they aim to reduce the verbal abuse and harassment that happens online on the consoles. Therefore, they are planning to introduce a voice chat report function on the PS5. Talking about the purpose of this feature, she said, its sole purpose is to help in reporting of inappropriate behavior, including actions that violate our community code of conduct. As a disclaimer, she also added, please note that this feature will not actively monitor or listen in on your conversations, ever, and is strictly reserved for reporting online abuse or harassment. This addresses primary concerns of most of the users who had assumed that PlayStation will be listening to and recording their conversations. However, with that out of the way, players are still wondering how the feature actually works. Therefore, in the latter part of the blog post, I can't talk today, Catherine explains how players on the PS5 can submit reports of verbal abuse. Players will be able to send 40 seconds long clips of their reports. And I believe I did talk about this last week, so if you guys want to go check that out. I'm not going to go really too in-depth in that. But to be honest, you can send a 40-second clip or, of, total abuse thing. And to be honest, I think that's a really good idea. I do think that you should be able to, mute some things, but both people need to consent to the mute or something like that. I don't know. Anyway, I think that addresses the concerns anyway, but I do think that these consoles are gonna be used for a very lot of abuse, like it has done in the past, and hopefully things work out better for it. And I hope this actually does work the way it's supposed to, because if they are taking some of our stuff, I'm gonna be really fucking heated. Anyway, our next and last piece of news today comes from VideoGamesChronicle.com. This is written by Andy Robinson. And it writes, PS5's 664 gigabyte storage limit, I got that wrong, is seemingly corroborated by the official UI reveal. PlayStation 5 will reserve around 20% of its 825 gigabyte internal SSD storage for operating functions, leaving around 664 gigabyte usable for software. That's according to imagery published earlier this month, claiming to show the PS5's UI, which has since been verified by Sony's official PS5 system menu reveal, as demonstrated by YouTuber Young Yeah. One of the published images showed available storage of 664 gigabytes, which would mean that around 20% of the console's 825 gigabyte SSD would be inaccessible by PS5 users. This closely matches the same 200 gigabyte share Xbox Series X reserves of its 1 terabyte SSD for OS functions. However, it should be noted that because the leaked imagery appears to show a developmental kit, the final figures for storage space available to users could differ slightly in final retail machines. The first PlayStation 5 game file size details suggest that the console's flagship launch titles could take up a significant chunk of the console's storage. As revealed on the updated PlayStation website, first-party launch title Demon Souls will require a minimum of 66 gigabytes of SSD space, while Marvel Spider-Man Miles Morales will require 50 gigabytes. The Ultimate Edition of Miles Morales, which includes a PS5 remaster of Insomniac's 2018 Spider-Man game, takes up a significant 105 gigabyte of memory space. However, Sony has said PS5 will offer players more flexibility on how they manage their storage on the console, with users be able to configure installations and choose to install just a game's multiplayer or delete the single-player campaign once completed. It's actually pretty cool. PS5 owners will also be able to expand their internal storage with Sony certified off-the-shelf SSDs. However, drives capable of PS5's huge bandwidth will likely be expensive in the short term, as Digital Foundry's Rich Ledbetter, is that really his name, Ledbetter? Leadbetter, explains, in the short term, at least the advice is simple. Don't buy an NVMe drive without Sony validation if you plan to use it on the PlayStation 5. Also, remember that extreme bandwidth PCIe and 4.0 NVMe drives are likely to be very expensive in the short term, at least. This is cutting edge technology after all. Obviously, though, the outlook should improve significantly as the next generation progresses, and prices do tend to drop significantly over time. And to be honest, yeah, that's actually very true. Microsoft's proprietary 1 terabyte SSD expansion card used by Xbox Series X and S will cost $220 in the US, $270 in Europe, and £220 in the UK. PlayStation President Jim Ryan has said the platform holder is doing our best to predict demand for PS5's digital edition console, following reports of low availability for pre-order. Owners of the more expensive disc drive version of the PS5 are unlikely to have much advantage over those with the digital edition console. Just like the PS4, disc versions of PS5 games will be required to have their data transferred onto the console. This time to take advantage of the significant speed of the PlayStation 5 SSD. As for comment on the PlayStation 5 edition's availability by Japanese site AV Watch, translated by VGC, Jim Ryan would not comment on the ratio of digital to standard consoles, but said Sony would monitor demand and adjust production accordingly. And that tells you everything you need to know. Things are getting really heated up with this. Yeah, the external hard drives and the SSD and storage space to come into the PlayStation 5 is remarkable. But with the new influx of games and how good they can be, that has a lot of storage on it. So to be honest, do I think that it would be better in the long term? Possibly. In the short term, do I think that jumping the gun and getting more storage space right away is, a good idea? No. Just figure out what the console can do, and then see about what you can do for it after you've exhausted all possibilities. So that about wraps it up for today. We've gone over a lot today, and to be honest, I actually feel pretty confident in the next-gen consoles because the consoles are going to be really freaking good, and I can't wait to get my hands on one in the near future. But I'm looking to the future of myself on this channel, so hopefully the PlayStation 5 will be a big turnout for that. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching. If you guys didn't see the last week's episode and didn't catch up on the gaming news of last week, then I suggest go checking it out and seeking it out. Have a little bit of fun with it. It was a really fun episode, so go ahead, go check it out. Also, if you guys want to see anything more from me and the beautiful creators on our channel, then all their links are in the description down below. So I suggest you go down below and have a little bit of fun. Go check out all of our channels and see what's good for you. So, click it. And if you guys have not clicked that subscribe button, then what are you doing with your life? Hit it. Because we do something like this every single day. There's not a day where there's nothing up on this channel. So, go ahead and see what's new. So, go ahead. Anyway, till next time, ladies and gentlemen, good gaming, happy hunting, and I'll see all you Dragonlings back inside the world of the gaming news. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time for some more Damian-Dragon action. Peace.